flush on the hand. There were 2 more runs added up to the close of play, both of them by Allan Lamb, and he went on to be 99 when stumps were drawn for the evening. With him is Gladstone Small on nought. Still to come tomorrow, Graham Dilley and Paul Jarvis. 214 for 7, and a splendid comeback there by Allan Lamb. The bowling figures: Marshall was terrific today, 18 overs, 4 maidens, 3 for 43. Patrick Patterson expensive, but he got the valuable wicket of David Gower, and Courtney Walsh once again had no great amount of luck in his 1 for 50. Curtly Ambrose picked up that wicket of John Embury, 1 for 30. Now, as England come into the final day, it's rather an academic task for them. They need 228 more runs to win, but the West Indies need only 3 wickets. Shot now, 20 to 8. That was the time when this 4th day's play finished. And the administrators who drew up the playing conditions for this tour and other tours as well in Australia and other countries, I think have something to answer for. That on the 4th day of this Cornhill Test at Lord's, a record should be established. The latest close of play in 111 years of Test match cricket. We pick up play now in the first over. Patrick Patterson is coming in. 2 runs have been added. Gladstone Small is the man taking strike. And this time there's no hurry to go back, and no need to worry, because Malcolm Marshall has not quite managed to get down in time, which would give Patrick Patterson the chance to bowl again at Gladstone Small. Could there have been a deliberate touch in that from Malcolm Marshall, I wonder? It may have come off the pad, but certainly wasn't going to be LBW. Leg buys. No century yet for Allan Lamb. 4 to the total. Rather an ambitious appeal.
The context of the ball having to pitch on the stumps and not outside the leg stump. I think that ambitious is putting it mildly.
Now Marshall to Gladstone Small. They should get 4 for that. They've just beat the fielder into boundary. Runs very quickly down that end of the ground, just in front of cue stand, or just away to the right. Lamb now still on 99 and facing Patrick Patterson. There it is, 100 to Allan Lamb, his 9th Test 100, and the 4th time he's reached 3 figures against the West Indies. Been a good innings. Last century was back in 1984. That was against Sri Lanka. And it was in his 27th Test. Now he's playing in his 53rd and has again made 100. 100 in 171 balls, 278 minutes and 14 fours. Richards has got it. Misses nothing in the field. Doesn't matter whether he's out in the covers or at slip, where he quite often fields these days. Gladstone Small has gone, and it's now 232 for 8. Gladstone Small did the job of a tail-ender down there. He stuck around with Allan Lamb. Marshall has come around the wicket, and Richards pouches it very safely. Great effort from Malcolm Marshall throughout this game. He's bowled very well. Here he is now, bowling to Jarvis.
Oh, my word. Didn't get up all that much, but beaten for pace as well.
Yes, it's the angle that's obviously just doing them there a bit, but kept a fraction low, possibly from the length it was bowled. You can see it going down there, not really carrying, yet the odd delivery does go chest high to the keeper. And there it is, bouncing twice.
Well, there's runs there. Jarvis getting behind it nicely, and that'll be 4 runs. That runs away down there, away from everybody.
So Jarvis no mug with the bat. He plays pretty straight. Lined that up pretty well. Bat straight, and it ran away off the face of the bat. Down to third man.
Looking to get forward and judging it nicely.
Runs doesn't sound many, but it is holding the West Indies up, even though that may be a temporary measure. There's 4 more to Lamb. If you want to flash, then flash hard.
Yes, the old maxim, and certainly Allan Lamb carrying it out to perfection there. Giving that a real whack just at the last minute. And away it flew over the slips there. Lamb's played that way for most of his innings, giving himself a bit of room, and if the ball's been there, he has flashed pretty hard, so you've always got a chance of getting away with it.
Curtly Ambrose. Have to be quick. I reckon he would have been half a yard out there had that hit the stumps. Paul Jarvis wasn't backing up. In fact, I doubt very much if he expected the single, the field having been brought in and the ball played almost at the right hand of the field to Carl Hooper.
Change of bowling at the pavilion end. Courtney Walsh, who's really bowled very, very well during this test match in a supportive role. This morning the 2 bowlers used to start with. Patrick Patterson bowled 8 overs economically for just 12 runs, and Marshall 7 overs for 17, along with a wicket of Small.
Lamb's going to look for 2, but I don't think they can get it. Oh, what a brilliant piece of fielding, and what a sacrifice. Didn't look from here to be any chance of 2. Lamb has run out for 113, and all the good work and all the plotting he was going through out there to bat right through the day has now come to nothing. Brilliant effort from Carl Hooper, racing around, picking up in his right hand, and a super return. Nicely taken too by Courtney Walsh.
Vivian Richards' ploy all morning of allowing Lamb 1 and teasing him to try and take 2 has finally resulted in his wicket. And an object lesson to any young bowlers is that once you've let go of the ball, your job isn't over. You've got to get back behind those stumps in order to take the throw in, just like that. From a different angle, stunning the ball into the ground a little bit in terms of the force of the stroke, which might have made him feel that perhaps there was 2 on. But a beautiful bit of fielding, throw on the run, and everybody in the right place except Lamb.
254 for 9, and Graham Dilley. Reminiscent of the strokes he played against Australia in that innings at Headingley in 1981, when he was in with Ian Botham.
Yes, Graham Dilley doesn't need much room to throw the bat, and it was just in his area.
Another one straight down the ground for Graham Dilley.
Dilley can certainly strike the ball pretty straight. It takes the memory back a bit to Headingley when he batted with Ian Botham against the Australians for quite a long time. Got over 50.
That's just out of Desmond Haynes' reach. Here's the third man, so 2 more to Jarvis.
And just a little bit late there in getting on his front foot, Paul Jarvis, but no real chance.
Courtney Walsh to Paul Jarvis. What a great shot that is. It's for... Really, Jarvis has looked better and better.
Beautiful stroke from the England pace bowler. Perfectly in line, hands high, full blade of the black bat, and 4 runs. Just look at this. Cracking.
Patrick Patterson coming on for his first bowl of the match from the nursery end. Well, look at this from the England last pair. Another boundary.
Stroke from Graham Dilley. You give him width, no matter the length, he'll have a whack at it. Right foot was left behind a little, but the timing was good enough.
And there's 4 more. Well, dear me, hitting with the spin almost brings the 300 up. And that's the partnership worth 49. Patterson bowling to Dilley. Well, one more. And now the run is starting to tick along. That's the 50 partnership. It's come off only 69 deliveries. And that is it. Graham Dilley, he's caught off the bowling of Patrick Patterson. West Indies win the second Cornhill Test by 134 runs.
Here's the end of the Test match. Something a little bit inevitable about it. I didn't think that Dilley could ride his luck forever. But at the same time, credit to Patterson, who stuck to his task, and credit to the catcher, Richie Richardson.
It took quite a time to break that partnership, but in the end, Richie Richardson did it. Patterson, the wicket taker, and he deserved that. He bowled with great speed at different times in this match, and was a very good foil for Malcolm Marshall. Good effort from the England batsman today. Lamb going on to 113 before that run out, which was just on the foolish side of tragic. And Gladstone Small 7, Paul Jarvis 29, I thought played very well. And the partnership with Dilley just raised a faint hope that with some assistance from the weather, England might get out of it. But in truth, they didn't deserve it because of the bowling figures for the West Indies side. Outstanding effort from Malcolm Marshall, and Patterson, as I say, a good foil. He looks expensive there, but every so often he produced a devilish delivery. And Courtney Walsh, I thought, was unlucky throughout the match, as indeed was the case on occasions up at Trent Bridge in the first of the Cornhill Tests. Curtly Ambrose was a bit astray in direction today, 20 overs, 4 maidens, and 1 for 47. So that's the way it happened here at Lord's. England and West Indies. West Indies 209 and 397. It's a low-scoring game, mainly because of the first 2 innings being over so quickly. England 165 and 307. Well, that victory for the West Indies allowed Vivian Richards to accept a cheque for £6,500, and a very welcome one too for the West Indies. They thoroughly deserved it, and it must have been a very close-run thing between Gus Logie and Malcolm Marshall for the man of the match. Trevor Bailey, the former England all-rounder, gave it to Gus Logie, but it must have been just by a whisker.
Backup bowling for